Yeah. So my name is Ram Boyapati. I have around 13 years of experience in IT industry. I work for these 13 years of experience, SQL Server and MSPA stack and Power BI and Azure cloud environment. Around I have 7 years of IT trainings experience, and in the 7 years of experience, we were providing different technologies from these e-classes. I'm the founder of these e-classes over here. Okay, so I was the first trainer in this India starting this Power BI training. Okay, I was the first trainer in India who started this Power BI training. And in this 7 years of experience in this IT trainings, what I have observed, many people are learning the Power BI along with SQL. Okay? Many people are learning Power BI course along with SQL as well, but they were not getting the proper interview calls. They don't know what is the reason. And those people who are learning this Power BI with SQL, they don't know which role they have to apply for the jobs because of the heavy competition in the market. There are so many openings in industry in this Power BI. There are so much internal movement is happening already. The people who are in a company, they are internally moving with more skill. So that is the reason the person whoever wants to come to IT industry, in this IT industry, when they want to come back to from their career gap. For example, you completed your degree or a engineering or a PG. After you are completing of this, after you are completing this degree or engineering or PG, then you have done some business. But from this business, because of that, you have some career gap. Okay, or you have worked in a non-IT. Okay, and you want to come to IT industry because in non-IT sectors we have very less packages and less salaries even if you have more experience. But in IT, they are providing 3 to 4 years of experience people up to 15 lakhs of the salary they are offering. Okay, so nowadays with this career gap, with this 3 to 4 years of experience, you can't learn Java or a .NET because those are programming languages. It is difficult for you to learn these courses and to survival in the industry. So what are the best courses in the market? What are the best roles in the market? We need to identify. So always I'm suggesting the people whoever are having a career gap, you have to come to work on the data related. So I'm requesting all of you, learn any courses related to data. What are the courses in the market more related to data? I can say there is a data analyst, or we can call it as a data analysis. Other one is about a data engineering is the second course. And many of you heard about the data scientist as well. So you can't directly work as a data scientist. Either you need to learn data analysis first, or you need to learn data engineering first. So after working some years on these technologies, then you will become a data scientist automatically. When you will become a data scientist, when you are working as a data analyst, when you are working as a data engineer, so you will become a data scientist. So you need to start your career with any of one over here. So what exactly this data engineer and data analyst will do? And what are the technologies we need to learn to become a data engineer or data analyst? Let's, for example, I have a business. Okay, so my business is operating in different see here, I have two supermarkets over here. So whatever the, let me take a new, I have a supermarket business. In this supermarket business, my supermarkets are operating in different locations. One is in India, another one is in US over here. So whatever the supermarkets operating in the two different countries, definitely daily customers will reach out our supermarket and they are trying to buy the products over here. This is in India, we have one supermarket. This is in US, another supermarket over here. In each supermarket, I have different billing counters. This is one billing counter, this is another billing counter, and this is one more. And this is another billing counter, this is another billing counter, and this is another billing counter. This is in US. This is India. This is in US, and this is in India. Now, whenever we are purchasing any products, any customer is coming to your supermarket and buying the products, definitely the sales related information we are going to save somewhere in the backend databases, in the backend servers. From this billing counter when a customer is buying, from this billing counter when a customer is buying, from this billing counter when a customer is buying. Similarly, from India location, when there is a transactions are happening, so we are going to buy the buying the transactions over here like this. So this is how we can able to buy the things here. A customer will reach out your supermarket, he will buy the products. Okay, he will buy the products over here. So when the customer is buying a products, the transactions data will come and store in the backend database. Transactions means which product you purchased, that time you are paying the amount, right? So it's going to save in a database server 1, and all this India location database server 2. Now whatever the business data I have as a supermarket CEO, I want to understand some trends over here. I want to do some analysis on my data. What kind of analysis you want to do? I want to do a analysis on this data. The top 10 products having highest sales. I want to understand the top 10 products and bottom 10 products with less sales over here. Top 10 products and bottom 10 products with less sales. And last 12 months, the sales trend I want to understand. Why I need all this information? Because I am the managing director of these supermarkets. I want to understand about my business pattern, then I can take a better decision making about my business. If I don't know how the sales is happening, I can't take a good decisions about my business improvements, right? That is the reason I need some trends and answers and reports about my business. So your data is in a different locations over here, and you need this kind of reports and dashboards to be designed. So what a data engineer will do, a data engineer is going to extracting of your data from all these two servers over here. So we are going to extract the data from these two different servers, database server 1 and database server 2, into one server. So we are going to extract the data into one database server. This is called ETL process. A data engineer is going to performing ETL process. He is going to extract, transform, loading of the data into one particular place. This is the data engineer role. A data engineer is going to working on extracting the business data from multiple locations into one particular location. This is a data engineer role. Now coming to the data analyst role. What the data analyst will do? A data analyst is going to taking of this data from this database server into Power BI reporting tool. You can use any of one is about Power BI from Microsoft, Tableau, and ClickView. Or you can use a Excel also. Okay, so you can use any of one reporting tool to design the reports and dashboards. To design these reports and dashboards, definitely you need a business data. Where is your business data? My business data is somewhere in a database server. So how can you take a business data from this database server? Either you can use some SQL commands to bring the data from this database server, or we can use Python as well. So you need to use either Python or a SQL commands. So depends on the requirement. You should be ready. Okay, you should be ready with either. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cover few hours, 10 hours on SQL command basics, 10 hours on Python commands basics also I'm going to teach. Then after for designing up the reports and dashboards, so Power BI is a reporting and dashboarding tool to design the reports and dashboards. We are going to use SQL commands while querying the data from database server to Power BI. Or I'm going to use a Python. I can write Python commands to bring the data from any database servers into Power BI. So that is the reason you need to learn SQL, little bit of 10 hours Python and Power BI. And sometimes what will happen, the data what you have servers are in a cloud environment as well. What do you mean by cloud? Currently we have in a market Microsoft Azure, AWS, and those kind of cloud servers also available. If your customer is storing your data in a cloud environment, so that is the reason I'm going to teach you 5 hours of the training on this Microsoft Azure cloud environment as well. Ideally in the Ideally, in the market, we have a Microsoft Azure Cloud and we have a AWS Amazon, we have a GCP. But Power BI is from Microsoft company, right? So this Azure also from Microsoft. Then that is the reason I'm going to teach you in this training Microsoft Azure. And for the reporting purpose, I'm going to teach you Microsoft Power BI. And for SQL part, I'm going to teach you Microsoft SQL. And then after, I'm going to teach you the Python over here. So these are the technologies what I've been working and teaching you in this data analyst course. If you are learning these below technologies, you are the perfect data analyst. You can learn perfect data analyst. I'm going to teach you 10 hours on this one and 10 hours on this one, and Microsoft Power BI I'm going to teach you 25 hours. Okay, and this Microsoft Azure 5 hours I'm going to teach you. These are all the technologies I'm going to teach as a data analyst job over here. So most of the people, what the mistake they're doing, they are simply learning some SQL and Power BI. That is not enough for you to work as a complete data analyst. That is not enough for you to work as a complete data analyst over here. So if you want to work as a data analyst, you need to learn little bit of cloud knowledge, little bit of Python knowledge also. So this course is going to be around 50 hours of the duration of the course we are going to teach. Everything we are going to design a practical along with the one end-to-end project also. To get more details about this course information, I will share one link in the chat as well. So simply you can go to as well. You can watch the course content as well. See here. So here you can click on this explore the course content. Yeah, here you can click on this explore course content. You can able to see the full course content. To look on it over here. Okay, so a data analyst is completely working on after a data is available in a database server, is going to Python commands and designing of the reports and dashboards inside the Power BI over here. I'm going to use the Power BI and I will teach database servers where in a cloud Microsoft Azure as well. So that is the reason I'm going to give some introduction about the Microsoft Azure as well with the 5 hours of the duration. What are the different kind of storages available inside the Microsoft Azure? Okay, so this is all about like a course content where you can look on it. This is completely related to Power BI training.